Hi, and welcome back to I'm a Happy Enchilada. And if it's your first time with us, thanks for tuning us in. I'm Don Culver, and I'll be your host. And today, we take on a topic that can strike fear into many. It's failure. It's something we all fear in life, yet we'll all experience more than once and in more than one way. Let's see, what are some kinds of failure we might experience? Well, financial, in a career or business, in a relationship or a marriage, or even socially, and probably several more ways I can't think of right now. Funny, looking back, I used to think of failure as kind of the train wreck end of something, like a relationship or a business venture, whatever. I was afraid I would fall off a cliff, be put in debtor's prison, or shunned by my family and friends and branded as a failure forever if I did fail. Well, I've failed several times in my life and will fail more times before it's over, and I've learned to just be okay with it and no longer afraid to fail. So let's take a look at failure, shall we? Failure is defined as a lack of success or the inability to meet an expectation. The problem is that we can read too much into failure. Too often we tie it to our sense of self-worth, self-esteem, and self-acceptance. Some may ask, why do I keep failing at life? Well, giving up too easily is the number one reason why people fail. The road to success is tough, and there's a lot of bumps along the way. When you experience failure or rejection, it becomes easier to give up. Well, let's look at some other ways people fail, shall we? Lack of conviction, rationalization, dismissal of past mistakes, lack of discipline, poor self-esteem, and fatalistic attitude. Well, I can see myself in several of those ways in the past. Well, I tried to learn from each failure and take those lessons with me as I move forward. I've learned to not let the fear of failure hold me back. Having experienced failure pushes me to go for my dreams and keep trying until I get it right, and to never give up. Oh, and here are a couple kinds of failures you may have already experienced or may be experiencing right now in your life. Check these out. The first one is never trying out your ideas because you are afraid. And the second is you haven't tried out your new ideas yet because you're waiting for the perfect time. Hey, if you're waiting for the perfect time, you'll never get started. So get started now, today. I've also experienced both of those kind of silent failures myself. Quiet sinking feeling inside. You know, it's one that no one sees. So now, let's switch gears and look at the bright side of failure. Yeah, there actually is a positive side to failure. And if you've been through it one or more times, it's a teacher of life lessons. Life lessons that, if not learned this time, will be repeated over and over until you do or give up in exhaustion. The good news is failure gives us an opportunity to bounce back, to learn from our mistakes, and helps us appreciate success. Failure can be frightening, but as Winston Churchill reminds us, success is all about going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. And here's a few lessons failure teaches us. You don't always have to be right. Ooh, I like that. Other approaches could work better. Every failure contains a certain amount of humility, yeah. And a little failure will never stop the truly determined. And there is no one right way. Also, failure brings the opportunity to learn things better. It helps us in learning from our mistakes. Failures make us rethink and reconsider to find new ways of strategies to achieve our goals. Failure helps us in gaining deeper experience and better knowledge that widens our ways of growth. And lastly, why does failure lead to success? Well, failure is probably one of the aspects in life most people are afraid of. But the truth is, everyone has failed and everyone will fail again. We sometimes forget that. All successful people have failed, but they did not stop after their failures. So do not be afraid of failure. It is part of your road to success. Well, that's all I've got. So until next time, God bless and be a happy enchilada. Bye.